Eurozone inflation eased last month, but a crucial services component remained stubbornly high. Welcome to Market Insight, I'm Ramzan Karamali. Consumer inflation in the 20 nations sharing the euro currency slowed to 2.5% in June, from 2.6% a month earlier. That was in line with expectations. Strong increases in the services prices were offset by weaker growth in energy and fresh food costs. But does the data give policymakers at the ECB the green light to cut rates again? Well, to help answer that and more, I'm joined by Joachim Klement, Head of Strategy at Panmure Liberum. Joachim, thanks so much for joining us. So do these figures provide enough clarity to central bankers on where prices are heading?
Yes and no. It provides the clarity that service inflation is not trending lower, and this will likely prevent the ECB from cutting interest rates in its July meeting. Christine Lagarde, in a recent ECB summit, has said as much, and the data today indicates that there will probably be another rate cut, but that will have to come in September or October. And then markets are currently pricing in a 50% chance for a possible December rate cut as well.
Now today, European markets were a bit subdued after a mainly positive day yesterday after those French elections at the weekend. What do you make of the moves we're seeing across Europe's big markets in response to sort of the political uncertainty in France?
We think that this political uncertainty will obviously remain in place until the second round of voting comes in on Sunday evening. But overall, we are optimistic that both the euro will strengthen and French stocks will strengthen next week and throughout this week already because of the kind of informal alliance between the left-wing parties and centrist parties to prevent an absolute majority of the Rassemblement National in the National Assembly.
So, Joachim, I want to talk to you about Sainsbury's latest results, but before I do so, the boss of the supermarket group has come out today and called for several rate cuts to stimulate discretionary spending. Do you think policymakers at the Bank of England will actually listen to him?
Absolutely not. Policymakers in any central bank are not in the business of supporting supermarket chains, consumer companies, or real estate companies for that matter. Their job is to keep inflation under control, and that's what they will focus on. And if that means fewer rate cuts, then so be it.
Now, the Sainsbury's results themselves, though, on the face of it, looked fairly positive, apart from at Argos. What do you make of the results? The markets aren't that impressed, but are you?
I think the food division has done really well, and Sainsbury's, the supermarkets have done really well. Argos has suffered from bad weather, which has hampered demand for outdoor furniture and garden furniture and things like that. The retail sales data from the UK in general has already indicated a rebound as the weather has improved in June. And so I'm quite optimistic that the Argos numbers are just a one-off negative surprise.
And according to industry sources, Airbus looks like it delivered 323 planes in the first half of 2024. That was up 2% compared to last year. Airbus themselves will confirm the numbers next week. But if these numbers are true, what do you make of them?
Well, I think the more important number is that Airbus recently reduced its full year volume target from 800 to 770 planes in the full year, indicating what is a truly new situation, namely that airplane manufacturers like Airbus are facing supply side shortages or supply side disruptions that limit the production capacity. Throughout my entire career, we've always had the issue of oversupply, both from the airplane manufacturers as well as airlines having too many jets. Now, for the first time in as far as I can remember, we're having undersupply issues and supply constraints, which has quite some significant impact also on airlines, not just on Airbus.
Joachim Klement from Panmure Liberum, many thanks for your thoughts. And that's Market Insight. Don't forget you can watch more videos on Reuters.com.